Hello, I'm Dr. John Smelcer, a member of the Ahtna Tribe of Alaska, and welcome to another episode of Ahtna 101. It's been a while since I've posted one of these videos, and I think it's because sometimes I feel like I just don't know if anyone cares. You know, there's only a dozen or fewer of us left on Earth who speak this language, and I'm in my mid-50s, and the next person is in their mid-80s, and others are in their 90s and 100s. The younger generation just isn't all that interested in learning our language, which is consistent with many indigenous languages around the world. As more and more we have the globalization of major world languages like English. But I guess I feel like I need to continue. So in this episode, we'll relate words related to food, what we eat. There'll be a lot of foods that are our natural foods, our subsistence foods, what we hunt and live off of, moose and stuff. And then there'll be the things we do buy at grocery stores nowadays, some of them at least. So I'll start with in general. The word for food is just a k'an. The word for meat, if I'm having meat in general, is just kachin. But if I'm saying like my meat, this is my meat, then I would say sketchine. Sometimes we have fried meat. You know, just throw it in a frying pan, a little oil or butter, fried meat. And that is kachin, there's meat. Kachin stai. See that there's a Z. You don't hear a Z in our language very often, but stai. We do boil a lot of meat. Just throw big chunks of meat in a pot with some potatoes and other things. And that's kachin slaji. We dry meat, you know what you might call beef jerky, just dry it. And that's kachin zagani. Hear the Z again. But we can smoke the meat. I still do a lot of smoking meat, where you use alder or other kind of woods to help smoke the meat after putting it in a salt brine for a little while. And that's kachin thlet zelf. Kachin thlet self zagani. Now if you remember, the word thlet was smoke. We had that once. So you can see the word for meat, kachin, and smoke, thlet, in that word. Then there's like just raw meat. You just cut off a piece of meat and have a bite. And that's tachi kachan. Then there's like the rib meat. And you could have the rib meat of anything. Moose, caribou, sheep, bear, anything. And rib meat is keichen. If you cut the steaks or the meat from the hump, like a moose has a big hump kind of, like a lot of fat and some good meat there. And that's kegane. If you take meat off of the leg of a moose, then that is kekoda. I mean, we use everything. To be honest, we use everything. We have the shoulder meat. We have the hip meat. If you take it off their hips, then that's kebag. And then there's all kinds of other parts, which we'll address in the next episode of Ahtna 101.